Hello. I normally wouldn't do this, but I felt then I should go back and look at the unjust steward again in chapter 16 because I've never really gotten it. So, and the translation here in the King James is I don't know, maybe this is a little different from what I've been used to, but I just want to approach it again and read it again and try to think about it a little differently than how I thought about it a week or two ago when I read it. I think that was just a week ago. So, Parable of the Unjust Steward in chapter 16. Let's start reading here. Verse 1. And he said also unto his disciples, There was a certain rich man which had a steward, and the same was accused unto him that he had wasted his goods. And he called him and said unto him, How is it that I hear this of thee? Give an account of thy stewardship, for thou mayest be no longer steward. So he's getting fired here because he's been incompetent with his stewardship. He hasn't used the blessing how he should, and now he's, well, let's keep reading. Then the steward said within himself, What shall I do? For my Lord taketh away from me the stewardship. I cannot dig to beg, I am ashamed. I am resolved what to do, that when I am put out of the stewardship, they may receive me into their houses. So he called every one of his Lord's debtors unto him, and said unto the first, How much owest thou unto my Lord? And he said, 100 measures of oil. And he said unto him, Take thy bill, and sit down quickly, and write 50. Then said he to another, And how much owest thou? And he said, 100 measures of wheat. And he said unto him, Take thy bill, and write 80. And the Lord commended the unjust steward, because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. See, what's so confusing about this story to me is that it's almost hypocritical if you look at it just from this perspective. So you're saying I should be corrupt and take advantage of different aspects of stuff, and it doesn't make sense. But if I am a corrupt religious person and I am getting fired, if I do manipulate the situation in my favor by making all these deals with different worldly people, then I would be advantaged, right? Like, let's say I sold out the Israelites at the conclusion of 2 Kings or 2 Chronicles there. Let's say I made some deals right at the last second, and I pointed out to the Babylonians where the super treasure was, like the 700,000 gold bars that they had hidden in the underground fortress under the desert and through the tunnel and through the moon base and down the hole and over there, I made some deals, and I made sure to show them the secret passcode to disable the dragon fire flame thrower things and the lasers and every other security measure. I gave them all the codes to that to give them the gold so that they would spare my family, and they would also provide me with a mansion right next to Nebuchadnezzar's place so we could have dinner on Tuesday nights. I set that up because I don't want to, I don't have a very good back, so I can't dig, and I'm too prideful um, to beg for money. That would just be like, that'd be beneath me. I can't do it all. Um, so if I am a worldly person and I sell out and I do all that, then I would be advantaged with the worldly system, wouldn't I? Maybe that's why he's commending him, because of that. But think about it. If you're a real Christian today, you're not like that. I can't sell people out and betray people to advantage myself. That's kind of what he's doing. I can't rob the cash register at night. I can't intentionally slip $5 every night to myself, or $1. I bet there's some people who do that. Oh well, it's okay as long as you're not $5 over, you can take $2. Might as well, because it's company policy. Might as well, bro. Oh, the change is over 50 cents. Well, I might as well take 50 cents then. Duh. Just might as well pocket that, right? See, if you're a Christian, you can't do that. No matter how wealthy or how well the store is doing, you can't betray people like that. You're not. Even though this is a wealthy company and everything, that's called stealing. You're a Christian, you should know that it's wrong, and you wouldn't do that. What this guy is doing, this is stealing, this is embezzlement, as I said the time before. So you wouldn't do that. But if you aren't a Christian, if you're some corrupt religious official or Pharisee or something, you are still in love with the world, and you want that chateau right by Nebuchadnezzar's place. They have dinner with him on Tuesday nights. You want that because you want to hold on to the worldly stuff that you already have had. That's why you sell everybody out. You're in love with mammon. Christians shouldn't be like that. So he commends him because he's advantaging himself in that respect. But is this guy going to make it into heaven? I don't think so. I think this is a very corrupt guy. And so, let's read on. Okay, so he gets his chateau, everlasting habitations. 10. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much. And he that is unjust in the least is unjust also in much. If therefore ye have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to your trust the true riches? The true riches. See, that chateau, that's not the true riches. That's just a chateau, and it's going to burn. And if ye have not been faithful in that which is another man's, who shall give you that which is your own? Look at what he's saying there in that verse. This is temporary. This is... Oh my God. I'm sore everywhere. I'm sorry. This body is temporary. It's on loan from God. God gave it to me to talk into this camera and be annoying. It's on loan, and eventually it's going to collapse. It's going to run out of gas, batteries. And God gave it to me on loan. He put enough juice in there to last me a few years, and he expects something in return from me. I don't own this, It's going to be returned to the owner. The owner is God. He owns me. Now, do I use what He has given me to bear fruit, to further His kingdom, or do I use it to build up satanic kingdoms or my own kingdom, my own prideful empire business, that I gotta build that, Do I use it for that? Or do I use it for the kingdom of God? Do I use it for His glory? It's all so why should He give eternal life to this Pharisee who is involved in all this mammon? That's what He's saying. So, no servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. So in conclusion, I think it's confusing because of some of those last verses there, but the conclusion kind of lays the hammer down on how your thinking should be. He's not telling you to cheat people and make deals and all that. That's how the Pharisees are. That's how a worldly person is. I don't behave like that. I can't behave like that. I feel bad instantly when I figure out that I cheated someone. Like, for example, the other night, these two poor ladies, the one is certainly a thief, but I still love her. She's still, but the other, new lady, I don't know if she's a thief or not. She seems pretty nice, but she's a mom. And they're both moms. And she pulls out a thing of eggs from the bottom shelf that was marked for $1, but the eggs were expired. And she picks it up and she's like, oh, but they're marked down for $1. I can boil the eggs and they'll still be good. And then I just stand there and think to myself, oh, well, we made $1 then. Yeah, that was good business. I couldn't do that, Initially, I was like, oh yeah, that's fine, stupid idiot, buying expired eggs. You idiot! Yeah, whatever, I'm going back to work. Initially, you think like that, but then there's a thing in you that says, that's bad, you shouldn't, And so I quickly fixed it. I realized the mistake that was made, and I grabbed a week fresher, they weren't expired. I grabbed that, and I said, I'm sorry, I should have realized the mistake. I caught her right before she rang out, and I said, here, switch these out. And it's the same price, but you can't, I'm not going to let you buy expired eggs. I would have to kill myself for doing something so despicable, I didn't actually say that, and I don't say that, but you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's despicable. It's rotten. It's evil. We don't do that. So I gave her the fresh eggs. Bada bing, bada boom. That's acceptable. I wish I could give her even better than that, but, I have to at least make that right, But you can't do that, If you're a real born-again Christian today, you can't get away with mammon and think that you are serving God and that you're going to be fine anyway. It's all right, blah, blah, blah. You either serve God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, or you serve mammon and you sell rotten eggs for $1. You sick. That's what I get out of it. If I'm still wrong on this subject, we'll do it again, but I know. All right, so that's okay. I'm going to have to, I don't know. Okay. Thank you for listening. If I still got it wrong, let me know. Let's talk about it some more. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day.